Zoe, there are so many different types of pumpkins. One of my favourite is the Queensland blue pumpkin.
Me too.
There's the butternut pumpkin, the Jap pumpkin, and of course the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, which we use for Halloween. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a prawn curry, Thai-style prawn curry, with the pumpkin that I've already taken the time to dice because I thought it would take too long to do that. Now to start with, got some coriander over there. Give me the roots and cut them really fine, and then I'll get you to cut up the white part of the spring onion, and then the chilies, if you can slice it nice and fine. Sure. And I'll get over here with the lemongrass. And what I've done is I've peeled the lemongrass back, so I've got the just the hearts of the lemongrass.
Lovely.
Normally lemongrass is quite fibrous, and you sort of don't want to put it into a curry unless you smash it up or puree it into a paste. It's really, really soft, and it'll go all the way through the curry, and you won't have to worry about those tough little fibres getting into your teeth.
You can use those little fibres and you can put them in hot water and have lemongrass tea. Great for your digestion.
Lemongrass tea, or also known in my house as torture tea, because I hate lemongrass tea, but it's only given to me if someone wants to torture me. There we go. Now, I've got some ginger here, and I'm just going to cut these into nice thin little strips, and I'll just line this up. Now, I've got my pan nice and hot here, so what I'm trying to do, Zoe, is get everything ready all at once, so when I throw it into the pot, it all cooks nice and evenly. It doesn't burn. There we go. And these onions, I'm just going to slice them nice and thin like this, sort of a julienne. And
seeds in, seeds out. What would you want?
Keep the seeds in, Zoe. Let's let it go. Now I've got the onion. I'm going to throw everything into the pot here, and you can hear it's sizzling already. I've turned it up nice and high, and I'm now going to add the extra virgin olive oil. This way I stay in control. I don't have to worry about splattering everywhere. There we go.
Yep. Beautiful colour together as well. They look great.
It is, isn't it? It's fantastic. All these things mixed together. Now, you could, of course, just use a curry paste, and I will use a bit of curry paste, but I like to add some of my own ingredients as well.
I think the fresh ingredients, I mean, they speak for themselves, and then you've got the paste that's just to bring it all together. There we go.
Give that a bit of a stir like that. Have a smell of that. Does that smell gorgeous, isn't it? And what we do is just sweat this down for a couple of minutes until it just starts to soften up. Okay. There we go. It's softening up nicely. Now, Zoe, if you could pass me the pepper, I'll add a little bit of salt. Whenever I'm cooking the base of anything like this, you want to add some salt and pepper.
It really does smell good.
And get the flavours layering up beautifully. Oh, that's perfect, yeah. Let's give that a bit of a stir around. Now I'm going to add some paste. Now, Zoe, if you can start chopping the coriander, spring onions and the tomato, just cut them in half. Sure. And even the limes, cut them in half as well. I've got some lovely red curry paste here, and I'll add about 2 tablespoons in there. Nice, big, thick, flavoursome, tasty curry paste. You just fry the curry paste off in the bottom of the pan here, so you sort of activate the curry paste. Get it flavouring up.
Not you as well.
I had to use it somehow. Now, I've got the pumpkin here, nice pumpkin dice. You can use any type you want. Now, this is a quick curry. So I've cut the pumpkin nice and small. Prawns cook quickly. Everything here cooks really quickly. So I just want it to come together in a few minutes or so. So in goes the pumpkin. About 2 cups of diced pumpkin. Now, over here I've got some prawns that I've shelled and deveined. But the heads of the prawns, Zoe, what I did is I boiled them up with some ginger and some lemongrass there and a bit of spring onion.
A fabulous way to make gorgeous tasting stock.
Exactly. And the beauty of this pot here, it's got little holes in the side there. I just pop the little hand on top of it, and I just
That's a great, simple way to get all of the stock, plus a little bit of those, sort of yummy little bits at the end without having the shell go into it.
Beautiful.
Simple.
Pour the stock straight into there like that. I'll turn that off, and that's already come up to the boil. I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar because I do like some sweetness. About 1/4 cup of coconut sugar goes straight in there.
I'm very, very proud of you, Adrian, because I said to him one day to stop using palm sugar because of the environmental impact, and Adrian has listened to all of that and only used coconut sugar now.
About a tablespoon of fish sauce in there to give it a little bit more fishy sort of flavour. And of course I've got some coconut cream, a nice amount of coconut cream. A whole tin will go in there. It's about 200 mils. You could use coconut milk if you want, but I love the lusciousness of the coconut cream. I'll give that a little bit of a stir around, and in a couple of minutes the pumpkin will have softened a little bit and we'll be ready to put our prawns into our curry. Oh, look at that. Come to the boil there.
Good.
Oh, Zoe, that is delicious. It just needs a little pinch of salt. Now, the pumpkin's just about cooked, so I'm going to add the prawns.
Yep.
Oh, about 12 of those.
Manny from Planet Seafood. He does great prawns.
He does great prawns, but I'll tell you what, the chilli as well in there is just hit the back of my throat and it's just steaming me up. But I'm going to add the coriander and the spring onions and all these tomatoes as well, just to freshen it up. Nice, lots of veggies in there. The pumpkin's going to be the hero here. You can see all the colour of that.
Yeah, it's nice, really nice.
Now, the secret to cooking prawns is to make sure you just cook them. And I reckon about the time that this comes back to the boil, the prawns will be cooked all the way through. They take about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes in here, and they'll be back to the boil and we'll have a beautiful curry. Have a look at this, Zoe. It's only taken a couple of minutes. You can see the prawns cooked all the way through. Have a look at this curry. It's going to be a nice little sort of... It's almost like a tom yum curry, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit tom yum-esque.
There we go. It's a curry that you can throw together in a hurry with a pumpkin in there as well, which is the hero. Now, I've done this before where I've cooked the pumpkin and let it fall apart. Okay. So it actually becomes the...
Thickens it up.
The thickened base of it.
Nice.
But I think it's just beautiful like this. What I want you to do is have a little taste of the curry sauce with some pumpkin on there as well. Have a little taste of that.
Oh, I love the lime.
Delicious. Really zingy and fresh, lots of flavour in there. It is red hot. You know, it is red curry, but I think the pumpkins work really well. And the prawn, look at the size of that delicious prawn. The
pumpkin is beautifully sweet. It's a great curry. You know, I mean, maybe a little bit too much salt for me, but I love this. It's a winner.
Zoe, I think this is a perfect entree because your roast pumpkin and lamb soup sounds delicious.